Leo lived in a village right next to the Moonlit Forest. The forest was a place of mystery and wonder, filled with tall trees that seemed to touch the sky and shadows that danced in the moonlight. He wasn't afraid of much. Leo was known for his bravery and his adventurous spirit. He would often venture into places where other children dared not go.
I love to climb trees, reaching the highest branches to get a better view of the world around me, and swim in the river, feeling the cool water rush past me as I explore every nook and cranny. But most of all, I love adventure. The thrill of discovering something new, the excitement of the unknown, it all called to me.
The Moonlit Forest was big and dark. Its dense canopy blocked out most of the light, making it a place of perpetual twilight. The villagers whispered about strange lights and sounds. They spoke of eerie glows that appeared without warning and sounds that seemed to come from nowhere. They said the forest was dangerous, especially at night, but Leo was curious. He wanted to know what lay beyond the familiar paths, what secrets the forest held. What secrets did the forest hold? Were the stories true, or were they just tales to keep children from wandering too far? Leo was determined to find out. One day, as the first rays of sunlight pierced through the dense canopy of the forest, Leo heard a new story that piqued his curiosity. It was unlike any tale he had ever heard before.
An old woman, with eyes that seemed to hold centuries of wisdom, claimed to have seen a magical crystal deep in the forest. She described it as a crystal that glowed with a light brighter than the moon, illuminating the darkest corners of the woods.
Some people laughed at her story, dismissing it as the ramblings of an old woman. They didn't believe her, thinking it was just a myth.
A magical crystal. The idea seemed far-fetched, yet incredibly intriguing. For Leo, it was the promise of an adventure, a chance to discover something extraordinary. Determined to uncover the truth, he decided to venture into the forest himself.
That night, under the watchful gaze of a full moon, when the moon was high and the world was bathed in its silvery glow, he quietly snuck out of his house, ready to embark on his quest to find the legendary crystal. The forest was dark, but Leo wasn't scared. He followed a narrow path, the moonlight guiding his way. Strange shadows danced around him, but he kept going. He felt excited, not afraid.
Finally, I saw it! A light, brighter than the moon, shimmered between the trees. I ran towards it, my heart pounding.
In the middle of a clearing, a crystal pulsed with magical energy.
Who dares approach the Crystal of Courage? This sacred artifact has been protected for centuries, and only those with a pure heart may come near it.
A tall figure emerged from the trees, his silhouette casting a long shadow under the moonlight. The air was thick with anticipation. It was the guardian of the forest. His antlers seemed to hold the very stars, and his eyes glowed with ancient wisdom.
I'm Leo. I have traveled far and wide, seeking the truth and the strength to protect those I love. I came to see the crystal. They say it reveals the true nature of one's courage.
The crystal reveals true courage. It shows the heart's deepest desires and fears, and only the brave can face what they see. Do you seek glory, Leo? Or is it something deeper that you desire?
Leo thought about it. He didn't want glory. He realized that his journey was not about fame or recognition. He wanted to help people. He wanted to be a beacon of hope and kindness in a world that often seemed dark and unforgiving. He wanted to do what was right, to stand up for those who couldn't stand up for themselves, and to always follow the path of righteousness.
No. I want to be brave enough to help others, to be the light in the darkness, and to inspire others to do the same.
You already are, Leo. The courage you seek is already within you. It has been there all along, waiting for you to recognize it.
Leo returned to the village, the guardian's words warming his heart. He felt a newfound sense of purpose and clarity. He didn't need a magical crystal. He realized that true courage came from within, from the choices he made every day. He had found true courage, the courage to be kind, to help others, and to always do what he knew was right. And with that, Leo's journey had only just begun.